Mama, I'm on the big screen. I took a big swing out of life. I'm doing big things in my life. I deserve 6 rings like I'm Mike. I've got no sleep. I remember when it was the nosebleeds. Now they captured the fashion from flow seats. I'm a whole king.
Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more.
She's a lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Ooh, it's trouble in paradise. So let's parachute where the air's nice. And let's risk it all on the paradise. But she just wanna make sure her hair's nice. That's fair, right? I just fell in love with a prima donna. The 2023 Madonna. I mean, your honor, I was minding my business until she gave me complete nirvana.
That's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the New York Giants. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in week 16. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Caught. Him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Up at the 29 now. They'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Ready?
Up the middle, Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Time to be lying.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
The extra receivers have spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. The Giants at 500, 7-7 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
First carry now for the LSU alum, Ty Davis-Price. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Davis-Price. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
1st down, and they go right back to Davis-Price. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. 2nd down, and again it's Davis-Price. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, every time a goal line set is called, it's not always just used on the goal line. They anticipated this run here on 3rd and short, brought in the extra beef, and they ended up stopping them.
Going for it, it's Mitchell. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And he slides to a halt inside the 10. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Penny will take it in for the Giants touchdown. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. So that penalty will back him up half the distance to the goal line. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So they'll walk him back half the distance. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Going to run the sweep here. This is Cup. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Now here's a throw that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's got him in, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line. They go back to the ground with Jones. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 3. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
An inside give to Jones. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. A beautiful fake. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, It's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. 51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Right back to Mitchell here. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
First down, here's Mitchell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
2nd down, here's Davis Price. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Walker from the gun on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Able to slither by, and they move this all the way down to the 9. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll run with Davis Price. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Penny will try to punch it in, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Rashad Penny with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. the touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play.
Ready. Clock 40.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Here we go.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Eluding the pressure right. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
33.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flushed out right. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. So they get the conversion on 4th, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Hassan Reddick has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. They're going to look to throw. Finding Hawkinson here on the out route. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it. Yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Off the play fake. Walker. In trouble, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Shotgun and then a handoff to Davis Price. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Walker looking to throw on 4th down. That's caught inside the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And that's caught by Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Back to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. They'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Giants come up with a late turnover, but it would probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish. Just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Giants, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.